Hi, you're welcome again. Welcome to a brand new edition. Welcome to today's edition. Hope you are doing very fine. Hope you are resting. I hope you're enjoying yourself. So today's topic for today is lesson plans. Lesson plans are one very key and important thing in the education system. Lesson plan is a plan, it's more like a roadmap that shows us this is our start point. This is all the places that we'll touch on before we get to our end point. So lesson plan is like a map that shows us why we need to do all these things, what is the goal that we're trying to achieve, what are the processes, what are the resources that we'll need, what are the structured plan, what comes first, what comes next, that will be putting together to achieve our lesson objectives. So the first thing I will talk about is a lesson plan. Whether you're a newbie teacher or you're a seasoned educator, lesson plan is super important. You cannot do without lesson plan. Lesson plan helps us structure what we want to achieve in this lesson, and it helps us put our time to good use. Lesson plan helps with time management as well. So lesson planners, you need in your lesson plan, you must have something that has to do with previous learning. And lesson plan has to do with structures, materials, resources that you will need. Lesson plan has to do with activities, a lineup of activities that you are going to do or you are going to carry out. Lesson plan has to put into thoughts the different learners that you have in your class, whether they are kinesthetic learners, whether they are visual learners. You need to put all those things in plan when you're putting together a lesson plan. So I'm going to have a video, another entire video on different types of learners, so you have a full understanding of what I'm saying. So lesson plan should also consist of time. You should have time, like, okay, this particular activity is for this particular time, this particular video is for this particular time. So lesson plan is supposed to be time bound, just like our SMART goals: specific, measurable, right? So this lesson plan is more like we're setting a goal. What are we doing first? When we start the lesson, what are we doing first? What comes next? So like I was saying, lesson plan has to include previous knowledge. It has to include all the video links, all the videos that you will need. It has to include all the resources that you need, whether you'll be using your whiteboard, you'll be introducing balloons, you'll be introducing footballs, you'll be introducing cubes, whatever it is that you are bringing to that lesson, whatever it is that you are putting together to make sure that the lesson objective is being achieved, whatever it is that you put together for the children to learn and experience learning. Those are the things that you put in your lesson plan. You put in what the teacher says first, the processes, what comes first, what comes next, all the line of activities. And lesson plan also should cover the assessment method. How do you want to assess if the student have actually learned what you intend to do? How do you want to assess if the lesson objective has been achieved? So lesson plan has a whole lot of things put together. And one vital thing about lesson plans that we should not throw out of the door is infusing lesson plan to link it to other subjects. Some people call it cross-curricular link. It's linking that, okay, whatever topic I'm teaching you in maths today is not just standing on its own. I can relate maths to science. I can relate maths to sports. I can relate maths to swimming. I can relate maths to home economics. So linking those topics makes learning wholesome for learners. It's not just about teaching maths separately and not linking it. So lesson plan has to put all these things together. Lesson plans are very important. We cannot just do away with lesson plan, and it has to be very well structured. You start from the simple to the more complex one. So you start from their previous knowledge, what it is that the children already know. Even if you are teaching a church curriculum, you are teaching children wherever it is, you need a lesson plan. You need a plan. Just like you want to go to the market and you want to shop at the yam store, there are processes of the bus you're going to take, where you're going to stop, which market entry point are you going to use to get to your location, where are all the shops that you will pass through before you get to the yam store. So you need to put all those things together. Without a plan, now, if you don't plan, you already plan to fail. So if you want to have a successful learning, if you want to have your day to be successful, you need to put together a perfect lesson plan. Give others to check on your lesson plan. What do you think I can do better? What do you think is not good enough on this lesson plan? That way we'll rub minds, we'll collaborate, and we'll bring out the very best lesson plan. And trust me, if your lesson plan is superb and you put in your best, you considered all the children in your class when you're planning the lesson plan, when you're teaching, it makes it more easy for you. If you it's more like you're just having you're swearing. That's how it feels. if you have planned very well and you're following the timing helps us, because if we don't time it, we'll be eating into other subjects' time. So I hope that you'll be able to see the reasons why we do lesson plans and see that it's really important. It's not just one of those documents that the school wants from you. It's a beautiful lesson plan should have OMA, acronym OMAA, objectives, material, activities, and assessments. So activities can be individual, group works. Just remember that all these 4 things should be there in your lesson plan. Remember, lesson plan is to help you stay focused and on track so that you achieve the lesson objective. Some children's discussions, their answers can take you out of the lesson objective. So remember to stay focused, okay? Even while the lesson is going on, with the use of a lesson plan, you can assess the children's knowledge, whether they have a full grasp of the concept yet, or you need to do one more extra activity or look for another teaching strategies to ensure that the lesson objective is actually achieved. It's really, really important, okay? So lesson plan is very, very important. I'll try to see if I can put a picture of some of my lesson plans or lesson plans that are good enough for you to see how it looks like. And lesson plans can vary in different, whether tabular method or whichever method. Different schools have different ways they want theirs to look like. So the important thing is that the key things in the lesson plan should be there. And I'm going to put them out in the caption later. Bye for now. I'll be looking out for your feedback and comments in the comment section. Bye for now.